welcome back to my channel. If you are just joining me today for the first time, you are very much welcome. To all my subscribers, all my viewers, all those that love my video, leave me a comment in the comment section. And those of you that just coming upon my video, please don't just pass by, subscribe and hit that bell icon. You know guys, my channel is all about being informed, inspired and motivated simply by Boino. My name is Boino and this is my channel. You are most welcome. Today we have another interesting topic, and today what are we talking about? We are talking about children in Africa, where I come from, to be specific, Liberia, and it's in West Africa. They have children that are maids, children that are servants, kids that are below age that are maids in homes. They do the domestic work in some homes. Not every homes, but in most homes or some of the homes, people use kids for domestic work. And these kids that some people use in their home for domestic work, they call them witchcraft. They tend to label them as witches, as little witchcraft. Be a boy or girl, they call them witchcraft. They say they are witches, yeah, because of what they do, what they experience, how they go about things in their home, they call them witches. So we are going to talk about that today. Can a child be a witchcraft, or is it right for a child to be a maid or servant or house help? So that's our topic today. So without wasting much of your time, let's get straight into our story. So guys, but first of all, what is witchcraft? Yes, let's get to know what is witchcraft. Witchcraft, I would say, it's a ritual practices. It's some sort of things, invocation, incantation that people do, all these magic things that they do to all these magic things that they do to do stuff to people or to do other things of what they want, or I don't know how to do it, but these are witchcraft stuff are ritualistic stuff, and they are things that they do with magic. They are things that they use tools, they use all sort of things to do this stuff with, and witchcraft stuff is not a good thing. And so if somebody tells you to be a witchcraft, it's not something good, it's not something positive, but it's something that is evil. Witchcraft is associated with evil, but some people can say good wish, bad wish. There is no good wish. There is nothing good about a witchcraft. Witchcraft is witchcraft, and witchcraft is evil. For those of us that are Christian, witchcraft things are evil. It is not something that we should practice, or something that we should do, or something that we should live with people that do those things. So then, how can our kids, children that are below age, that are servants, do domestic work in a home, do such a things? First of all, children being maids in a home is not right. It is child abuse, yeah. But back in Africa, some of us, we don't know these things. But children that are below age, they are not supposed to be doing domestic work. They're supposed to be going to school. They're supposed to be learning. They're supposed to be doing other things to build them up, that they will grow with, that they're supposed to be learning for tomorrow. But instead, they do domestic work, which is child abuse. So back in Africa, there are a lot of child abuse. And where do these people take these children from? Most of these children that they call witches in their home, they go into the rural area and take these children from the rural area and bring them to their home. They take them from their parents and bring them in their home. And when they bring these children in their home, with the notion, the information that they give these children parents, that they are going to send the children to school. But when they bring these children in their home, all they does is let the children do the domestic affair. Wash dishes, draw water, clean the house, go to market, do all sorts of things. Yeah. And their parents back home have the hope that their children are in the city going to school, whereby their children are being abused and their children are made servants. in the home. And so as time goes back in this home, people see these children as witches. They why do they see these children as witches? Some say they are true witches because of the experience or because of the things that they see these children doing in the home. And I can say for sure, yes, this child is a witch. And I tell you, guys, I'm one of that person. When I was back home, I did that. I had this kid staying with me in my home that my mother brought from the village, from the interior, like one of her worker or one of her neighbor relative child that was in the interior. And these children, when they come into the home, they do some extraordinary things that you see them doing, and then you say, "Oh, this person is rich." Some of them come with negative energy, some of them come with positive energies. Some of these children, probably from the background that they come from, they have already been put into some other things that were not good, and then they come into your home, they start to manifest these things, they start to act disorderly, they start to do things in a way that it puzzle you and make you to wonder. And some of these kids, when they come in your home, they break you down. Like they come with so much bad negative energy that they break you down. Yeah. And some have a motive. Yeah. Some of them come with a motive. Yeah. Some of them know the reason they come in their house. They know what they're doing. Or depending on the way that you treat these children and make them to behave the way they behave with the individual or the family that they stay with. So these children, it might be true to some other people that they are which they perform witchcraft. Yeah, they are little witches. Yeah, some take them to churches. Some bring pastors and prophets in their home to pray for them, and then they discover that these children are witches. Some, when they take them to church, they discover that they are witches, depending on their reaction in the service or during prayer time in the home. Yeah. I remember there was this kid that was living with me from back home, and he was so little, yeah. But this kid know about everything that's happened because this kid came from the rural area. The kids know every leaf, like every leaf. The kids know the name for every leaves. And these kids know every fish, the name of every fish. So when you go to the market, any fish you buy, the kids know the name. The kids will tell you the different kind of fish. But this is a little kid that I'm talking about. This is a little kid that was even a baby before the kids came to the city. So how can these kids know all of these things? Yeah. And this is a little case that will tell you how a big brother is living back home or how its big brother is behaving. And this is a little case that will tell you, oh, that thing that is wrong with my big brother is so and so thing. Yeah. How did kids get to know all of these things when these kids were just a baby before coming to the city, and this big brother or sister were already older before these kids came? Yeah. So they do some things or they say things that make you to think that these kids are not right. These kids are not normal. These kids are witches. These kids are witchcrafts. Yeah. So these are some of the abnormal things that they do that sometimes some people consider them to be witches. Sometimes they are bright. They are smart. They can be little and they see things. Little children can remember things. They can be little, they see things, they remember things. Sometimes it could be that way. Yeah. Some of them are special. Some of them, if those pastors and prophets discover them and say, this is a wish. This is not this child is an evil child. Is an evil child. What it does, then they start to confess. They start to tell you, oh, I come in this house to do this. I did this. I did that. I did this. What? I don't know if they are being prompt to do those things, to say those kind of things when the pastors or the prophet discover them, whether it's true or not. I don't know. But I've lived with a kid who had all the idea and knew all of these things from the rural area. Could I say he was a witch? No. Probably, and that kid was very smart. He was very bright. I mean, he was so good. Yeah, he was so good. He has so much sense that I would say that the kids was special, yeah. And it's not all of these kids from the rural area come and behave that kind of abnormal way. There are kids that are special. There are kids that are smart. The kids these days, they are very smart. They are very bright. And so I don't know, people don't expect kids from the rural area to come into town whereby you have your other kids there that are not bright, and this kids is bright and no more than smarter than that other kids doing things extraordinarily, and then people tend them to be witches, and that they are into witchcraft activities. Yeah. But all in all, guys, these are the things, some of the things that happen back home. So how can a little kids be a maid? Number one, it's not right for a little kids to be a maid, to be a servant, to do domestic work, and then to turn a little kid to be witchcraft, which is not right. So these kids, they must be kids that have some extraordinary powers. There might be kids that are abnormal. Yeah, most people, we are abnormal. We do some exceptional things. There might be kids that do some exceptional things, but people label them as witches. People label them as practicing witchcraft activity in their homes. And when they do these things, they bring those kids to ridicule, they bring those kids to disgrace, and sometimes the pastors or preachers, they treat those the way they try to do deliverance on these kids, and it looks so bad, and the kids are being put to disgrace or shame whenever their family they stay away tend to label them as witches or witchcraft. That way they send them right back to where they come from. So guys, today our topic, it's all about little kids back in Africa, how people tend them to be witches, and practice witchcraft activities. But some of these kids, I would say today, they are bright. Because as I come to this country, I see some extraordinary kids that do some extraordinary things. And these are some of the things that these kids from the rural area do, and people think to term them and label them as witches and witchcraft. But these kids, if only we can give them the what they need to build up. It might be some talent in them, it might be some something good that is in them, that needs to be developed and built up for their future. But we look at it and call them wishes. Who knows? Sometimes they might be really, really witches, because some of them can confess, but some of them, I'm not sure they are really witches or witchcraft. But these are the things that happen to little kids that they take from back home and bring them in Africa to live with some families and do some domestic affair. And they are being there to do domestic affair without going to school, and just there helping in the home, being a servant or a maid. So, what we can do when we see these kids with these extraordinary traits and things, we need to set them down, observe them quietly, look at them, and see the area that how bright they are, and the area that they are bright in, and develop it, and help them to help them to grow and develop in it. It might benefit them tomorrow. It might be good for them tomorrow. Once it is not something negative, yeah. If it's something positive, then it's good. But if that kid's abnormal behavior is not something that that is that bring people to ridicule or disgrace, or that's full of negativity scenes, then let the kids develop in whatever talent or attributes that they have. Probably that's how God made those kids. So, my beautiful people, I'm gonna stop here today. I hope I make sense. For those of you that have kids in your home from back home, in the rural area, these kids, and I remember, I won't make their video long. These kids, let us study them well and start laboring them wishes of witchcraft, practicing witchcraft attitude. but instead, let us bring them closer and study them very well and see how best we can develop them so that their attributes, that abnormal behavior can be able to benefit them tomorrow. So I'm going to stop here today. Thank you for viewing my channel. I love you guys. Stay tuned there. I'll see you again on my next video. Have a good day. Bye-bye.